All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, Shalom, Barakathum. And this title is going to be called The Dissolution of the Gardenian Pact. All right, the Dissolution of the Gardenian Pact. All right, and I had a definition pulled up, but I didn't think to pull up the actual term Gardenian Pact. You might see where I'm going here by that headline you just saw there. Let's see here. Let me see what comes up. And I'm just rolling through the spirit. It may not be anything. Nothing's popping up, but what the Gardenian Pact is the account in Genesis, the 2nd chapter, which I'll get, between the serpent, famously that conversation between the serpent and Eve, okay, which most people, Christians, don't have a good understanding on, all right, because it's allegory and parabolic, all right. So, Lord's will, we'll go through that briefly so you get an understanding on it. But the headline here says, Biden, I am proud to be an independent black woman. Now, Biden said these words, all right, and the reason why it's spiritual and particularly interesting is because, this guy has been on a cognitive decline, a very sharp one, okay, and now he's basically soiled the image of America. Okay, this guy has embarrassed America, all right? And this is the man that you put your trust in, all right? You'll never see a woman more hard up for a group of individuals besides Democrat white men, okay? And that's what Biden represents. And what the Most High has basically done is he's confounded that pact, that agreement that y'all had, which is basically to come against your own man and to cause confusion and chaos in the earth, all right? You're basically his weapon. That's how you took down Jake, through his women, all right? Oftentimes with Gad too, their women ended up being instrumental in a lot of those tribes going down to Esau, okay? It says, to the astonishment of the radio host, the dementia-ridden U.S. leader struggled to find the correct phrase while trying to refer to Vice President Kamala Harris and recall his time in Obama's administration. Now, we can just look at this and just say this is just another gaffe that Biden had, yet again. Look at him, looking stupid, man. But what this really is it's a sign that the Most High is against this place, that is getting ready to fall, okay? Because your enemies are weakened, all right? Before you make your attack, or you should weaken your enemy before you make your attack. Salakia, okay? That's the whole point. You bypass defenses to get to the most vulnerable part, and in this case, the head of America is a vulnerable part, man. All right, so that should tell you what's getting ready to befall this place. All right, but let me go to it in Genesis, that account. All right. And so, Genesis, the 2nd chapter, starting at verse 8, it says, and the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he formed. All right. Now, that's basically where Adam basically began to build his house. Okay. It's the first iteration of Jerusalem. Okay. And that's what it means by the garden. Now, it wasn't literally just them in a enclosure of vegetation everywhere. Okay. And it says, and out of the ground made the Lord Yahweh God a power to grow the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. All right. So you have these two trees, the tree of life. All right. And you have the tree of knowledge of good and evil. All right. Which is, when you break it down, it's really a philosophy that says, you know better. You know, when you really break down the knowledge of good and evil, it's you coming to the conclusion that you know better than the Most High instead of relying on the tree of life, okay, which is an ever-flowing wisdom through the Spirit, okay? And back then, that life, that tree really was the law, statutes, and commandments that was given to Adam and passed down through his lineage. Remember, Adam was carved out of all of the men that were already there on the earth, because they were not just two people, okay? Man was created in the 5th day. Adam was carved out of man on the 6th day, okay? All right? And he was chosen to have to carry the breath of life, which the Most High gave him. And it says, verse 10, and a river went out in Eden to the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads. The name of the first is Pison, that which is passeth to the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. All right. And I'm going to skip down. But basically, these 4 rivers are like the Nile, the Tigris, Euphrates, and another 4th river that I don't believe is still exactly a river in terms of a body of water. You know, when the flood happened, the geography changed. Okay, but it says, let me go down, but verse 16. Okay, verse 15, Salakia, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. So the garden is a place where Adam was charged to keep it. So he's in charge. And what is he keeping? Okay, by what means is he keeping? By what rules? Okay, that proves to you that the law is there. All right, but let's keep reading. We all know this story, but it's just a refresher. All right, and it says, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. Okay, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. Okay, so now if you know anything about Adam, he lived for almost 1,000 years. About 930 years he lived. Okay, so when you read that in Peter's, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years, when he speaks about that day, that means you die within that, he's going to die within that 1,000-year period. Now that should tell you our original bodies, okay, we were able to live these long periods of time, okay? All right, but this is the main point, verse 17. Again, it says, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make an helpmeet for him, and out of the ground the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called them, every living creature, that was the name thereof. All right. Skip down. All right. So now you got the backstory here. All right. Now, the main point is Genesis, the 3rd chapter. All right. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So you see, the man was put over the woman. He was there to keep it. The Most High went to Adam and said, you keep the garden. All right. But now you got the serpent entering in. Okay. AKA this guy. All right. Because remember, there were actual men walking on the earth besides these 2 individuals. All right. You had other races of men going on. All right. And there's plenty of breakdowns brothers have done over the years going into this. All right. But basically, our woman made a pact with the devil, and this has been happening since the Most High put the breath into Adam, man. Okay, this has been going on. All right. Verse 2, Genesis chapter 3, verse 2, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Okay, so she was clear on the order, and what did she do? Listens to the serpent anyway. All right, and this is the state that we're in. You can tell our women whatever you want. You can tell them, you can give them whatever advice you want. You know, you can try to guide them and coach them and be there for them, but at the end of the day, they're gonna listen to the devil. Okay, because that's who the Most High set up. Okay, and the Most High set all of this up anyway. Okay, it says, for the verse 4, it says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. All right, for the Most High doeth know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. All right, and this is basically what gas women up, independent women, feminism. You can do anything a man can do. All right, single motherhood is something to be proud of. Okay, twerk culture. All right, now we're watching all of it dissolve, man, because now you got convinced to go get a BBL. All right, so you know you went and got the juice. All right, and y'all about to have major problems because this is about to get really, really bad for you women, man. All right, especially our women, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women. All right, there's only so long the Most High is going to deal with rebellion. All right, because it's wicked. All right. You could read Isaiah the 3rd chapter to get an idea of the spirit that our women would be in. And this is part of the curses. All right. Isaiah 32:1, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. All right. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. All right, that's what a man is going to be. And you're going to find out that there's not a lot of men walking around, despite there being a lot of males. There's not a lot of real men walking around. All right, we're going to be a rare commodity, and the men of the Lord are going to be more than precious. Okay, because you're going to need to be more than a man in the days of Jacob's trouble coming up. All right, you're going to need the Lord, basically. All right, so it says, and the man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Why is he saying that? Because it's going to get bad. The tides are going to turn. That pact, that agreement that y'all had to fleece Jake, put him on child support, all right, snitch on him, get him set up, all right, be openly rebellious to try to humiliate him, emasculate him, all right. You led the way of being independent and saying you don't need a man, all right. And now that Esau's women are doing it, the whole, you know, the whole sandcastle's getting ready to collapse, man. All right. But that's exactly what it was. That whole thing about being empowered women outside of a man was a sandcastle, man. That eventually was just gonna get washed away with the tide because women don't enforce anything, man. Men do. All right. At the end of the day, you need the order that the Most High set up. All right, in order for life to flourish. That's why it was called the breath of life with Adam. All right, and for you to undermine and subvert that because of how you feel, all right, that's self-destructive behavior, man. All right, but the Most High is going to punish you specifically for doing this. Okay. Verse 3, in the eyes of them that shall see of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. All right. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful, and he's the vile person. All right. He's getting ready to turn on all of you because y'all about to get shipped overseas to go fight Putin. All right. After talking about all of that feminism, what is he doing now? Verse 6, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is saying that women are better than men, all right? And gassing them up to have credit card debt through the roof, all right? They're having to work 2 jobs because you told them they don't need a man, and you sell them all kind of things through this witchcraft sorcery of advertising that he does, man. You know, where everything is a goddamn advertisement. Your phone is snitching on you, telling you what you like, what you're into. Oh, that smell good. And all of a sudden you got an email, you know. And that works very well on women, man, all right? Men are a little bit more resistant to it. He spoiled you, okay? And you never learn how to fight. But what's getting ready to happen? You're getting ready to go overseas and fight. That's hypocrisy. Okay, he doesn't really love you if he's doing that to you, man. All right, it says, and to utter error against the Lord Yahweh, and to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right. So, verse 8. Let me go down to verse 8. It says, but the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. All right. So, you thought all of these things were noble, that being a progressive, being an empowered woman, you voting Democrat was empowering, but those things, he's going to stand on those. You know, when you say that you're equal to a man, he's going to treat you like that. All right. He's not going to discriminate against a man or a woman for a concentration camp. All right. So you're going to get that equality that you asked for. Why? Because you didn't understand that you shook hands with the serpent, all right, and he has no loyalty, all right? This is the dissolution of the Gardenian Pact, all right? I'm going to go get that definition of dissolution real quick. I meant to do that at the beginning, so Salakia, I'm a little bit all over the place. It says, dissolution, the closing down or dismissal of an assembly, partnership, or official body. All right. So this thing is closing down. All right. The root word of dissolution is to dissolve. All right. And now you're going to realize you needed your man. Okay. That you should have stuck by your man the entire time. All right. Because look at what the guy you signed up. Look at what he's doing. He's calling himself out of his mind. Okay. I'm proud to be an independent black woman. And what did he sell you? All right. He got you into this demonic culture. So I'll play a video so you see what I'm talking about. All right. You know, fair use. But you'll see what you're into. This is from the Zeus Network. All right.
At the Zeus Network. Tell me, kick your motherfucking face off. Your motherfucking face. We gonna see, bitch.
Get your medicine and get it together.
What would you call me?
Trying to freaky ass mama.
Oh.
This was your first name?
No.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Gonna be coming in here all
You want me to come with my nut singing next time?
Wow.
Normally, I want to sit down and talk to ladies like her.
I had to.
These rumors,
What
man.
you talking about?
Get a real fucking job.
Hell no.
Have you been sober?
Sober?
On your period.
First of all, bitch. She's bad energy.
Just
And
say
she's
you
only my
scared,
ear with
dog.
that nasty ass breath. I don't care. It's okay about how the world sees me.
I want to be
Yes,
6 years old, still fighting for my baby.
Bitch, I could care less.
You quit already?
Y'all can eat my pussy.
I don't eat cunt.
You wouldn't be in this line like if you wasn't attached to it.
Rick Wallace.
That's a motherfucking lie.
I ain't finna sit back and let y'all think this bitch all listen that when he ain't. come out here talking about you can fuck all your baby mama.
Not, who?
Boy,
You be fantasizing about other men.
No.
Nelly didn't even want your ass
Next.
back on bad. Y'all are reading fake news. Don't bring no baby to this world fucked up like you are.
fucked up.
You're
I
fucked
don't
up.
need help.
Let's not play no games, bitch.
I mean, we can replace her.
Be sure to fuck, kid. Dude, wake the fuck up.
Here our guest off
Yo,
again.
fuck these niggas.
I don't give a fuck. I fuck your man,
Nah,
bitch.
fuck your respect.
You come out as bitter. I can say the same. I don't want to focus on this bitch.
Listen.
Nigga, please.
Listen.
You listen. You shut the fuck up. You ain't shit. Hold on now. Take the garbage out. Stripper hoe.
I might slap the fuck
You
out
know
of
what, motherfucker? I'ma reach over this table, I'ma knock your
I
fucking
say
head
you
off.
should do it right motherfucking now.
I sure can.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck his mama.
I'm a dog.
Make
walk
sure
your
you do
ass.
it after this is over, bitch. If you tell me,
That's probably God.
get busy, bitch.
Goodbye, hoe.
So you see this madness, all right? Now that is how he wants you portrayed, okay? And you know who's behind the scenes. You know Amalek and his greedy, grubby hands are making money hand over fist over you. Everything in there they sell to you, it's fake. The teeth, the nails, the hair, the eyelashes, the bodies themselves, it's all fake, and he's behind it, okay? He's gotten rich off of you, man, off of humiliating you. You see, that's the portrayal that he wants, you know, of our women. All right, and I'm going to read Ezekiel 16, and we'll end it here. I'll skip through a little bit of this, but this is the Most High cursing us out, you know, basically in the ancient world, because we had every opportunity, okay, to live peaceful, especially under the rule of King Solomon, man. But what did we do? All right. We decided to go back and rebel again against the Most High. But this is Ezekiel 16. All right. It says, let's see. Verse 5. It says, verse 4. It says, and as for thy nativity, in the day that thou was born, thy navel was not cut. Neither wast thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swaddled. All right, and that's those preparations you do for a baby when it's first born. We didn't get that, all right, because we became a nation how? Under the captivity of Egypt, okay? And we had to go through the wilderness and that whole story, all right? And it says, verse 4, verse 5, and none I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, have compassion upon thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field to the loathing of thy person in the day that thou was born. And you remember that when we had to go through, you know, Amalek and through Esau's land to get to the land that the Most High promised us. And all of the nations basically came against us on the way there and when we settled the land. Okay? All right? Which we had to kick the Canaanites out. All right? But it says, and when I passed by thee, I saw thee polluted in thine own blood. And that's how you look, man. You're polluted in your own blood. You made a mess thinking you got it because you got some alternative knowledge, the tree of good and evil. All right. Thinking that that's some kind of way superior, astrology and manifesting, you know. Every other deity gets respect but the Most High. All right, the one that made you, the one that had you at your peak. All right, it says, I said unto thee then, when thou was in thy blood, live. Yeah, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. So the Most High came back and redeemed us. All right, and this happens over and over and over again. But see, this time you 2/3 are gonna have to get put down horribly, man. All right. It says, verse 7, I caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great. Thou art come excellent. Thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou was naked and bare. Now when I pass by thee and look upon thee, behold, the time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee, and entered into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and thou becamest mine. All right. So this is the Most High declaring us, man. When the Most High showed up for us in Egypt, that was basically his way of saying, look, that's my woman. All right. Don't touch her. And all of the heathen knew when we came into the land who we were and what it was. All right. And we still forsook the Most High. And so when you see Jake going off into this, you know, just confusion, man. A complete spit in the face of the Most High, man. You know, it's got to be dealt with. All right. Going down to verse 10, it says, I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and girded thee about with fine linen, and covered thee with silk. All right. That represents the riches that we had, how good we were. All right. We didn't have problems with like the other nations had, man. All right. Skip it down again. No. Going down to verse 12, it says, and I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. This is all representative, okay? Verse 14, skipping down, and thou renown went forth from among the heathen, all right, for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You are renowned for your beauty. Now what are you known for? All right? Things on the Zeus network. That's how they look at you, man. All right? And they're distracting you to get you to obey everything but your power. Okay? This is the only way out of this mess. All right? And it says, verse 15, but thou didst trust in thine own beauty, and playedst the harlot of thy renown, and pouredst out thy fornications on everyone that passed by. His it was. You see? You don't think the Lord is angry? You know? It's one thing for your woman to cheat on you, but for you to go through all of this trouble of decking her out and to find it, and you get made a laughing stock, man. That's the rage of a man, all right, would want to enact capital punishment there, man. All right. So you can imagine how the Most High feels when we've done these things multiple times, all right? But now it's ridiculous. It's over the top, all right? This iteration of it just needs fire, okay? Let me see. Verse 20, it says, moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, and these hast thou sacrificed unto them to be devoured. Is this of thy whoredoms a small matter? So, we know what's going on in our communities, all right? But spiritually speaking, too, you trick your kids off. You put them on social media, doing all manner of wickedness, all right? You got them engaging in this twerking culture, 5 years old, That's putting them up to be devoured as well, man. What do you think is going to happen to them when they get older? All right? If not at that age, because you got Esau creeping around. And some of you Jakes, too, you weird-ass uncles, all right? It says, skipping down, verse 22, and in all thine abominations and thy whoredoms thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth. But the Lord is getting ready to remind you, all right? That's the problem, all right? When thou was naked and bare and was polluted in thy blood. See, you forgot what the Lord did for you, man. You forgot who your power was, all right? But there's going to be a swift reminder, okay? And it says, verse 23, and it came to pass after all that wickedness, woe, woe unto thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, that thou hast built unto thee an eminent place, and has made thee an high place in every street. All right. It says, thou hast built thy high place at every head of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred, and has opened thy feet to every one that passed by, and multiplied thy whoredoms. All right, so you're a disgusting mess. That's the state that you're in. That's the realization you got to come to. And when you realize that and you have a real fear of the Lord, you're going to realize that you got to be in a spirit of contrition, okay, and repentance. But our women, the vast majority of them are so far from that the Lord is just going to have to destroy them, okay? It says, verse 26, thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors, great of flesh, and hast increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. So when you do that, there's nothing really else left to say. The warning is went out. We've warned you multiple times, and deep down you know. All right, just like Eve could confirm that, oh, I'm not supposed to eat from this tree. She knew, but she did it anyway, listening to the devil. Well, you listen to this guy. Now look at your leader now. All right. This guy ain't gonna make it. Anyway, I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachak, Radash, double honors. To the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakatam.